Hi everyone, welcome to Push Luck video. My name is Eric and today we'll be looking at Crow's Overkill. This is a 2017 release. Alright, it's by designer Roy Nambu. Alright, it's by publisher Emperor S4 Games. Alright, this is a Taiwanese publisher. So this is a 2 to 4 player game. It takes about 15 minutes to play. And in it, players are they are trying to avoid being caught or being called out by crows. Alright, so there is a story to it, and what players are doing is that they have visited these various places where geishas are there, and they're enjoying the company of the geisha and stuff like that. And so, but there are these crows that happen to appear outside your door, and if they cry out at the end of your turn, alright, that means you cannot meet the requirements, alright, then you will be out of the game forever. And then, so the player who's last player standing will win the game. So it is kind of interesting in the sense that the theme is interesting, and the gameplay is kind of interesting as well. So let's take a look at how the game plays, the components of the game, and then I'll give you my thoughts about the game. I just want to take a moment here to thank my sponsors. Alright, Fun Again Games. Push Your Luck video is an affiliate of Fun Again Games. So if you go to funagaingames.com, and when you check out, after you buy any games there, if you put my code PULV, that's Papa, Umbrella, Lima, Virgo, alright, in the affiliate code section, a little bit of kickback comes back to me as well. So thank you very much if you do that. And also, I'd like to thank Tasty Minstrel Games for sponsorship. Tasty Minstrel now has a podcast, and is run by my very good friend Lance, the Undead Viking. So if you want to take a listen to what Tasty Minstrel has to say about the board game industry, about the games they're releasing, do check out their podcast as well. On with the review. Alright, so this is what you get in the game of Crow Overkill. It's all cards, so there's nothing much to it. And the cards are quite nice, good condition, with rather realistic artwork. Alright, and it's separated into two main stacks. The birds stack, so this is where all the birds will come out. There's also special cards like the gong. There's I think 4 different types of birds: the cock or the rooster, the warbler, I think it's a warbler, but it's a warbler, the crow, as well as the bat. It's the bat. And you can see that the crow sometimes is also denoted by how many crows there are in one card. So one card could have more than one crow. Okay, and then there's also the shamisen cards. Alright, these are the action cards. Alright, you'll be playing against other players or playing against yourself to clear birds from in front of you. Okay, there's also one occupied card. So this is where you are currently in the room, and also show you what are the things you do during your turn. So during your turn, you draw 2 cards, and then you get 3 bird cards in front of you. Then you're playing as many cards as you can to get rid of the birds in front of you to meet the minimum requirements, and then you will declare that you're done, pass, and the next player will take his turn. All right. Then there's also these 4 cards. So these are the time cards. They range from 2 AM, 4 AM, 6 AM, and 8 AM. So you're trying to stay as long as you can. And as the time progresses, it gets more and more difficult. The number here indicates the requirement that you must not meet. Alright, so this means that you cannot have more than 8 crows in front of you. This means that you cannot have more than 5 crows. This means you cannot have more than 3 crows or 2 roosters. Yeah, 2 roosters. This means you cannot have more than 3 crows or 1 rooster or 1 warbler. Alright. And there are also other rules in the game, such that if you have the owl, there's one more, the owl. Alright, so if you have the owl in front of you at the end of the turn, regardless of all the time conditions here, you will still lose. So the owl is the instant death thing. You could get rid of the owl, but if you can't, then there's a problem. The bat also has very interesting. That means that whenever you're trying to get rid of stuff, you must always get rid of the bat first if you have them in front of you. Okay, so yeah, so during the game, alright, you follow this player order. You draw cards and you draw birds in front of you. So there will be some birds in front of you, bird cards in front of you, like so. Then you are using cards in your hand to try to get rid of these bird cards so you meet the minimum requirement. Now, whenever the gong appears, then the top card will be removed from the time card, and now you're dealing with a different set of conditions. There are only 4. It's because usually by the time you reach the 3rd one or the 4th one, then there's only 1 player left, and then that player will be the winner of the game. So you're trying to outlast everybody and try to stay in your room as long as you can, all right, before you get called out by the birds or the crow or the owl. All right. So that's all there is to the game of Crow's Overkill. So let's go to my thoughts about the game. So that's how you play the game, Crow's Overkill. So what did I think about the game? Now, first off the bat, the theme is interesting. It is. I don't know why, but sometimes when they think about Japan and stuff like that, they always use geisha as a theme. So that's, I guess it's kind of strange as well in a way, but it is based on a poem or on a song that they used to sing back in the day, and it's talk about like oh, you need to be home before the crow calls or else you'll be caught and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting backstory there. The gameplay feels very Munchkin-ish in a way. Players are often trying to sabotage each other. They're trying to meet the objectives before it goes on to the next player and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of reset of the game state. All right, sometimes you think you get away with it, you screw the next player, and also it's the responsibility of the player before to screw the player after, so that they will get that player out of the game. So it is. I would say it is, for me. It is a try before you buy. I mean, it is kind of fun. There are certain fun moments of the game when you, oh no, I drew a crow. Oh no, I drew this. I drew that kind of thing, and then oh no, I don't have enough cards to get rid of the birds in front of me, and that kind of feels a bit like luck based, because depending on the cards that you draw. Sometimes I may draw very lousy cards, or sometimes I have the right cards in my hand. So regardless of whatever I draw, I do not care anymore. And it also depends on who the other players screw with. I mean, if they gang out one player, some other players may get away scot-free and so on and so forth. So I would say this is a try before you buy. But it plays pretty fast, so it doesn't overstay its welcome. That's a good thing for it. And also, if you like the theme of it, if you like the idea, if you like the backstory, this might be something you want to check out. But for me, it's a try before you buy. So thank you, Emperor as Games, for this review copy. And thank you so much for watching. And also, please do subscribe to this channel. Do leave a comment, like the video as well. And also, if you can ask me any questions you want, I'll gladly answer them. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye!